Today we are not at the boat, we're here at home, and I want to use an ESP32 Byton GPS module, as well as a very dusty universal display that I built. So basically, the display will be connected on the ESP. Got a backplane ESP on there. The GPS for the data, and maybe, I'm not quite sure now, but maybe like a little temperature and humidity sensor as well. So I have a nice package with a lot of data. If I'm super happy with all of this, I can also do a little SD card module to log the data from the sensor. So I'm gonna put this to the side for a second and explain what I want. So this is the display. Wrong way around. This is the display. I will have a power button, 4 programmable buttons, and of course the LCD, which show time, temperature, humidity, heading in degrees, longitude, latitude. Maybe I have like a nice graph here or a big clock or something. So this is something that I have running on the boat 24/7. That gives me a little bit of data, just nothing special, but just that. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna start by placing the components here. I'm gonna put this here for a second and just like roughly outline where everything is going. I think kinda here. Maybe. Oh, because I need to do some mounting holes and some headers. I'm gonna think like kinda this. Then this can come here kind of. And it's just somewhere here in the corner, probably here. No, that's where the cables come from the thing. Something like this. Okay, I'm gonna solder up some of the headers, remove these connectors for the bare wire, and connect everything. Let's see. So I soldered up everything. I stripped the connectors from the GPS. Now if you can see, I stripped them. I stripped the ends of these connectors as well. So all I need to do is solder them up, and then I can connect it to the ESP32. The GPS module has a lock on some satellites. I wired everything up. I connected the wires back together, some heat shrink, and I have a little bit of code running here, which is showing the internal magnetometer and the actual heading, which is very sensitive to magnetics, electronics, and metal objects. As you can see, I'm gonna use these Knipex and going to go near the sensor, and you see it's going to be absolute haywire. So it's really sensitive to metals and electronics and stuff. That is the first thing. The second thing will be the GPS data. Okay, this is running now. It took me a little while, but now we have the location in longitude, latitude, heading in degrees. Altitude is okay, is not useful on a boat, but still. Speed, satellites, and time and date. We get all of this. This means we have the magnetical compass, which is built in the unit, the longitude and latitude from GPS, also the speed over ground from the GPS, as well satellite, and time and date also from the satellite. Okay, the code is so far working. I plugged everything in, connected everything, and now the display is working, which we got the degrees, heading in degrees, the compass, which is not working really good, like the drawing of the arrow. We have latitude, longitude, we have altitude, speed over ground, and the amounts of satellites and the how exact they are, you know. So this is a really good step forward. I need to change a few things because I'm not happy with the design and all of it. It will be like the magnetical compass, more in the white and dark orange style. And also I want to have a more prominent speed over ground as well. I forgot the date here. Okay, let's see. We're going there very slowly. The display looks not so good in the recording. In person it looks a lot clearer and better. But we're going there very slowly but surely. So I made everything a consistent design a little bit more. Also with the other module in mind. So it's all dynamic numbers are orange and all static letters and numbers are white. Everything has like white boxes around it. The compass, the mini compass, I don't like that. I will remove that. I need to some clean up, and I switch probably, no, I let the degrees there. Make speed a little bit bigger, maybe. Let's see. Anyhow, I'm quite happy how that looks, and I think maybe an hour or two, maybe 3, and then I will be done with the basic design. So come on, focus. It's kind of dark, so it has trouble picking up the colors, but we have the name of the prototype, date and time. We have the satellites and the definition with latitude, longitude, heading in degrees, with which shows now also like southwest, south, and so on, and so on. Altitude, not really important, but okay. We have speed over ground in kilometers per hour. Also, we have now a little graph with the last 10 minutes of speed, which calculates the average over the last 10 minutes of speed. This is now all running, and the code is so far done. I will only change like a few smaller details, but 168 lines of code. So it's already like, I don't know, almost 6 in the evening. And I'm gonna finish that up kinda, and tomorrow I'm gonna put everything together so it can be installed in the boat. It's said that you can, now you can pick up the colors kinda better. It's dark orange for the actual dynamic data, and for everything fixed it's white or a very light gray in case of longitude and latitude. Well, as you can tell, there is a literal bug in my code. Instead of looping around when 360 degrees is reached to 1 degree, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So I need to fix that and make it loop around. Now we see I found a second bug. This was looping around, and the space was not really clearing the northwest, east, and south, and so on. Was not clearing correctly. Now it is. It's redrawing the entire field here. So this is working nice. And so far, after a little bit of testing, I found no other bugs. We got a little bit of noise here. This is from this is the average speed, but the noise comes from the data. It's a little bit of fluctuation between 1 kilometers per hour and 0. So we have like a little bit of fluctuation, which is caused by the GPS module. I could filter this out, but why? You know, it's not a big of a deal. We have an average of 0.3 kilometers per hour at fluctuations, 0.3 hours. I think for a normal sailor that does not make the difference. Of course, for someone who's like sailing competitively, yeah, absolutely. But For normal people like us, he's fine. He's absolutely fine. So I put a little bit of cable management, just nothing fancy, just so the cables are a little bit better organized. I'm gonna enlarge these holes because I made these. I ordered these PCBs. I designed them, but PCBWay made them. But I mismeasured like 1 millimeter, so I'm gonna enlarge them to the sides kinda. So this fix the brass studs. Then I'm gonna put everything together and get it outside for some testing. Okay, here it is. That is basically the package. I could have made this a little smaller. The extra studs, I could then remove them. But right now I need to still access the USB port, so later that will run on 12 volts. So yeah. So now I'll need a little package I can use and plug into the Euro rack module thing I have at my boat. And yeah, I'm gonna test it out now. I'm gonna plug a battery bank. I have a self-built battery bank. I can plug this in and just see if the speed is accurate. The rest is okay. I really like how it turned out though. Okay, I'm outside right now. I'm still waiting for a GPS fix. It should blink a red LED on the GPS module if I have a fix, which is the pulse. I know you can't see properly outside. I can see it quite good, but I have no fix right now. I need to wait. Okay, I think I know what's happening. The USB-C cable has an adapter to USB-A to the power station, and the power is kind of flimsy. I think this unit doesn't get enough voltage to give everything enough power to work. So the compressor is working flawlessly. Yeah. But the rest not, because I cannot get a fix. But I tried the exact same with another power bank and it worked. So now I'm gonna see if I get a different cable, and if that is the root cause of the issue with this device. Because as I said, the display is working, the magnetometer is working, but just the GPS doesn't get a fix. I really assume it's the power. Okay, super weird behavior. I don't know if you can see it. I have 5 satellites and a quite high resolution, but I got no latitude and longitude. Also no speed data, nothing. I put it in a car with the same battery bank. So I don't know why that is happening. Really weird. I need to see the software again. Okay, I plugged in the GPS device to the car directly, and voila, as you can see, the problem was the power bank. So I got the average speed of the last 10 minutes while I was driving. You can see where there was a traffic light and I needed to stop, and how I slowed down before I was parking here. So it definitely was a power issue. So this power bank is too slow and cannot give sufficient power to the GPS device. But as you can see, everything is working fine now. I got some artifacts at altitude, so this is the screen not clearing correctly, so I need to fix that. But other than that, I see no bugs, so I'm really happy with it. Okay, since I almost fell off this because of the moss and algae and stuff, I'm gonna clean this. I just measured out the space for the kitchen, so I know what kind of wood I need to get, and I may be looking for new wood for the companionway. Yeah. Well, that is looking a lot better now. I mean, the entire boat will get a big clean up in the spring, but this is just so I don't fall when I'm going to get up the ladder and into the boat. So let that dry, and that is then good enough for me. By the way, it is a beautifully sunny day in the marina, in the boatyard. And yeah, I'm really in love with this boat. I really am.